AJ, what are we talking about today?
I don't know.
I hate knowing what I'm talking about. Welcome back to the Extraordinary Times. As always, thank you for joining us. First story of today.
All right, right here, local Texas. There's a little artifact we have down in the Gulf called Battleship, Texas. It's awesome.
Actually, it's not in the Gulf. It's in the Houston Ship Channel. Whatever.
Whatever. Water's connected everywhere. I don't even separate things.
Your mom's connected everywhere. It's true.
Yeah, she knows everyone.
She's a first-class lady. Just saying.
Either way, it's been around for a while. It's awesome. You can actually get on gun turrets and turn them around.
I slept there as a young Boy Scout overnight.
Lots of fun. Good piece of history. Either way, it's sprung some leaks, and they're having a hard time nailing it down, so to say. Unfortunately, there is a lot of residual oil that's in the ship, and so they can't just bail the water out and find out where the leak is.
Like you would normally do with a leak in a boat. Instead, this oil-laced water that you would normally just water straight back out into the ship channel and just pump it out. But, they actually have to take it and dispose of it properly because of that stupid EPA, which is actually a good thing in this case because pumping out oil water is gross.
Either way, they are doing their best to save it. This is a really good piece of history that needs to be saved, so we'll try and keep you updated on this because, it needs to be done.
And our next story, kind of a throwback, talking about North Korea missile launchers. Well, apparently when you do a little bit of digging about North Korea and their missile launchers that they have been, fighting the man and launching... Fighting the man. Right. Anyways, so apparently they have traced them back to China. Oh no, China's doing stuff that makes the U.S. angry, but we can't do anything about it because a whole bunch of our production comes out of China.
And China keeps denying it.
Really?
Japan's like, we saw him do it though.
We saw him do it. We're Japan. We see everything. I wasn't racist. That's factual.
And that's what they're saying.
Technically, we have like a Texas Whopper today because there's like Texas story, this Texas story, and the Texas story at the end. But this Texas story makes me sad. This is the sad, soggy bun in the middle of the Whopper.
That'll make Giants fans happy though.
Giants fans.
Giants were playing the Astros. What was it, last night?
Something like that.
Something like that. And well, the Giants beat the Astros, except that more than that, it was the 22nd perfect game in Major League Baseball history.
Perfect game being, and we talked about a perfect game a couple of months ago. I forget who played and who was the best team ever at that point, but the Giants no-hit pitched us for the entirety of the game.
10-0.
And then bludgeoned us to death with 10-0.
It is the Giants' first perfect game ever, so I want to be happy for him, but I grew up rooting for the Astros.
51 years of Astros
What's wrong,
history.
Guys?
Astros have never been no-pitched in 51 years.
Is the no-steroid rule really affecting you that bad? I'm sorry.
Oh! That was pretty bad.
That was terrible.
That was awful. But speaking of awful, apparently something that is coming out of Italy and coming here,
really nice.
Europe, all around Europe, they've been having this pizza vending machine. Now, that sounds kind of like a normal thing, except this vending machine is like the size of 3 vending machines, and in 3 minutes, it goes from water and flour mixture to a whole done pizza in a box cut up for you for like $5, $6.
Holy crap, this is like a dream.
Go watch the video down in the doobly-doo because
it's a YouTube video, right? Ooh,
yeah.
I'm gonna link it. I'm gonna link it like right here.
Hey, I pointed at it. It's down here. We're gonna have a fight. There-ish. Big one. Big annotation. Moving on. stop chatting. The point of it is that it is Italian style pizza versus American, New York, Chicago style pizza. It's a light sauce, and you can see it through the cheese, and it looks so good. Go watch.
All right, so we're gonna replace that link with this link. All right, Metallica. So I know some people have some beef with them for the whole suing for songs, whatever.
I have beef with Lars.
Right.
James Hetfield, this guy in this video right here, good man.
Right. And actually, they kept me awake driving to work for the night shift for a good couple of years.
Yeah.
So they're actually put out this video to raise awareness of a couple murders actually that have been done at their shows, or at least connected to their shows. They're raising awareness so that they can actually try and catch this guy, most likely one guy. A lot more evidence has come out recently, so they're saying, okay, we can get this done. We can get this guy caught.
We are Metallica fans.
Exactly. We can get this done. Any tiny bit of information that you have, whatever, no matter how small you think it is, please send it in. I'm just repeating what he says, but he says it better, so go listen to him.
And if it leads to an arrest in the case, Metallica has their own little bounty on it, in addition to what Virginia State has, of $50,000. That is not a small number, and I would like to participate, except I have no information at all.
Yeah, I've never been to a Metallica concert.
Oh, you're missing out. So am I, but moving on. To, sadly, what is one of my most exciting moments of today, when I heard Hugh Laurie of House, which I really, really enjoyed up until about the 4th season, and then I found other things to do. Not that I didn't like House. I left while I was ahead, if you will. So I do want to go back and finish now that the series has actually finished, which surprised me because I thought House was going to just be on forever, like CSI or whatever. But now, Hugh Laurie, genius that he is going to probably be putting back on his English accent and playing the CEO of Omnicorp in the new Robocop remake, which I'm going to say Robocop remake with a frowny face. And then say Hugh Laurie with a happy face. Because now I actually have some hope. Hopefully they do what the director wants and actually keep classical special effects for the Robocop instead of digitizing him, which would make me just the largest bit upset if they sold out.
A little punchy in the facey?
A little punchy in someone's facey, yes. I like that one. We're going to keep that.
Okay.
And the other not soggy bun of our Texas sandwich here.
Actually, this is probably the best Texas story we've had all day.
Yeah,
so there was a guy about 70 years ago that checked out a library book.
When he was 11.
When 11 years old, and then, well, his family started moving around a lot. He eventually ended up about 63 miles away from that hometown of his, and he still had that book. And he said, you know what? I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to go turn it in. Whatever the fine is, whatever. Goes turn it in.
Weatherford, outside of Fort Worth, Texas.
Right. Little tiny place. And they said, well, if we didn't have a limit, it would have been $1,649 for the fine. But
or so. That's 5 cents a day. By the way, 5 cents a day for 70 years is a large sum of money like that.
Either way, there's a $5 limit on all fines.
Because they're a small town and not these obscene libraries that try and arrest 5-year-olds for overdue library books.
For hundreds of dollars in fines.
Insanity!
And he had actually grown to love the book over all these years, so they said, oh, you can buy it for $10 if you want. Okay!
It's a 70-year-old book. And, it might not have any, actual value as a 70-year-old book, but it's really awesome. So... This guy...
read the book now. What was the title? I forgot the title.
No idea. We told you.
Penrod is the name of it.
We told you we don't know what we're talking about. We don't lie. Anyways, thank you so much for watching The Extraordinary Times. I am Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
And you should like us over here, favorite us over here, subscribe to us if you haven't already, and we will see you tomorrow. Be aware. There's a lot of noise in the background.